Hey, what's going on? It's JJ Hayes. It's the Hayes Wire, and on location today at one of my wife and I's favorite places. We're at the Siena Tuscan Steakhouse and sitting with Executive Chef Josh Rathbun. Josh, thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it.
I'm happy to be here.
All right, Josh, I'm here with you because the National Kidney Foundation has a really great first of many, we're hoping, event coming up on the 26th, and it is the Great Chefs of the Midwest Gala. And it's all to continue the mission for the National Kidney Foundation as far as research and awareness for chronic kidney disease, to raise money to prevent the disease, to raise money for people who are battling the disease. We're going to talk about some of the fun things going on at this event coming up on the 26th, but I want to talk about you because you have a very personal connection to this. You and I have known each other for about a year now by way of my wife's chronic kidney disease, and she's currently awaiting transplant, but that's a very familiar story to you too, correct?
Yeah. So I experienced acute chronic kidney failure. So it was really a whirlwind from the get-go because it happened all so fast.
Okay.
I went from being what I thought was, a very healthy young man to being told that I would have to have a transplant in the very near future. And it was frightening, to say the least.
Because some people have the, I guess, if you want to call it a benefit, to be able to at least see it coming, to make greater preparations. For Michelle, she was on a scale that they rate by percentages. She was, when it was discovered she had chronic kidney disease, she was basically in kidney failure. She came in at about 16-17%. Yours was a real fast,
like 12%
when
I first found out.
And 10% is dialysis, essentially, as we've learned.
Yeah.
So something's got to be done. What goes through your mind with something like that? I mean, how do you process something like that? It completely upheavals your world, and obviously you're a chef and you lead a busy lifestyle.
I was living in Australia at the time.
Okay.
So I was away from friends and family. I was definitely out of my comfort zone, and so for this to be added into my life, totally just threw me through a wild experience. But ended up being a real positive force in my life because of the people around me, the experience I had with the University of Kansas Medical Center, and also my doctors here in Wichita. Dr. Musso was wonderful, and also the doctors in Kansas City. But,
your doctor actually is going to be talking at the event on the 26th,
right.
which I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
So,
Dr. Musso is the physician chair.
okay.
When I experienced this whole thing, there was so much going through my head, but I think, as you know, it's really kind of all about attitude
Right.
and your approach. And I think I also felt lucky at the same time as this was happening to me because I was still young and being in dialysis with other people who were a bit older, a bit more sick, and I really still felt lucky because I had my youth and I was, I think, more suited to fight this
Right.
horrible disease.
Now, I've always been a big proponent of organ donor. Ever since I've been able to drive, I've had that checked off my license. I think that's super, super important, and that was the case long before Michelle and I's situation came about. Your kidney, how did the transplant change your life, both physically and mentally, moving forward?
My donor was my cousin Brett.
Okay.
He was a blood type match, and he didn't hesitate for a second. So from the moment that I awoke from the operation and that first week of recovery in the hospital to the long road back to normal lifestyle, from that moment I woke up, I felt I had more energy, more almost exuberance, but it really helped me to cherish certain things in life.
Mm-hmm.
Since I've had my transplant, I've gotten married. I have a beautiful daughter and a son on the way any minute now.
Did I know that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, March 21st.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's right here, Michelle and I's wedding anniversary. So
Really?
fingers crossed that it falls on the 24th.
Well, if you come to eat here, I probably will not be around.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Well, that's really super important because your story, mine, Michelle's story, is something that plays out on the regular basis, and it's been important for me to be a part of the National Kidney Foundation's mission and message because, before Michelle's story came along, we didn't know much about the National Kidney Foundation, but it's such an easy thing to do to get tested to see the health of your kidney.
Well, and then it affects so many people as well.
Right.
Like, I never had any clue how many people around me were touched by this until I started being vocal about it.
Yep.
And it, of course, happened to me.
Yep. All right, so we got the event coming up on the 26th. It is the Great Chefs of the Midwest, you being one of them.
Yep.
And basic premise is, while it will be kind of a fun judged competition, there'll be silent auction items. There'll be a live auction going on. I'm going to be the auctioneer, which will be kind of fun. And it'll just be an afternoon of getting together at Crestview Country Club and sharing stories like yours, like mine and Michelle's, like your doctor and his role and physician's role in that, and a family's role in that. But more importantly, it'll just be to raise a whole bunch of money so the National Kidney Foundation can continue their work. So from a chef's standpoint, and from the other restaurants, and I know you can't necessarily speak to the other ones on board, but how important is a competition like this to you from a chef standpoint so you can kind of get the word out about what you're doing and the restaurant's participation?
For chefs, most of us really try and be involved in our communities as a way to get back to the patrons that have always supported us throughout the years. The National Kidney Foundation is my baby as far as my chosen charity that I like to work with. But for the other chefs involved, they're really doing this out of the kindness of their hearts. And I think also it's kind of fun for us because we get to have that little bit of competition, and it's also a great way to spend an afternoon with and building this community of chefs in this town.
Yeah.
But also, growing the community of food to include people such as the National Kidney Foundation, and vice versa, to get these chefs involved with what we care about.
I love the food community that exists here in Wichita and how it's growing. I know it's a close-knit community with everything from the chefs in brick and mortar buildings to the food trucks. It's really it's as exciting and vibrant as the theater scene is, as the museum scene is. So I'm really proud to be a part of it and enjoy your food. So we're excited to have you. Thank you so much for participating in it. It's going to be a blast. All the information is going to be on this blog as far as the links, how to get tickets, how to join us. Also, I believe we're going to try and get a pair of tickets to give away under this blog too. So just comment with the word food underneath this post, and we'll draw for a pair of tickets right before the event happening on the 26th. Josh, thank you so much. Congratulations on the second child on the way. That's super exciting. Again, March 24th is what we're shooting for. I know the wife is kind of in control here, but if she can hold off until then, all right?
Okay.
All right, put a good word in for us.
All right,
Again, be there, the 26th, Crestview Country Club, the Great Chefs of the Midwest, first annual gala for the National Kidney Foundation. It's the Hayes Wire on today's KFDI.
Thank you.